So what is up, you guys? Matt here, and today we are back with another new episode. Today we're going to be going camping. We're on my mom's land right now. We're going to be camping up in the woods up there. So we're going to kind of cheat, and we're going to take this side-by-side up there rather than hike up there just with our own two legs, because it's going to be a little easier. So I brought two cameras. I got my DJI Pocket 2 or whatever, and then I got my Canon M50 for some more stagnant shots. So this is going to kind of be my more vlog style camera. And I also am taking my brother with me, so we're going to just tent camp, get a fire going, cook some food on the fire, and so on and so forth. There should be wood left up there from the last time my brother was camping up there, but I'm not too sure. So yeah, I got my big Coyote, or what is it? It's a Kelty Coyote backpack. So I'll go through all my my luggage, because soon here in September I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to the Adirondacks and hike up a peak and whatnot, and maybe if I enjoy doing that, I'll do more of those videos on the channel and kind of do a little bit more. I kind of want to bring camping into this because if you're here from the whole splash pad series, obviously that stuff's not going to be done all the time. I don't do that stuff all the time. That was just kind of like a one-off type thing that we were doing. I figured I'd film it. So these are going to be more like what the videos are going to be, where it's like outdoors and just kind of hanging out and relaxing. There's going to be some building stuff here in the future, but I can't speak on it because I don't know when it's going to happen. But yeah, so let's get packed up and get heading up there. So we are finally up here, guys, and right now it is like perfect golden hour. Like the canopy above us is kind of dimming it down, but you get like these nice little shots of sun right through the woods. So I'll see if I can give you guys a look. So if you can see like all these little shots, it just looks so nice. And since we're in August right now, it's getting to that point where it's almost fall, which is kind of sucky to say the least, but I don't know. But right now we're gonna get all our stuff out and kind of get it situated. I'll probably set my little pocket up on a tripod and capture some time lapse of us getting everything all situated. We got to find wood, but we want to set up our tent campsite first before it gets super dark. And yeah, so let's get right in that. So, hope you guys can hear me good. Oh, this ain't gonna work. So my first piece of equipment, I got a sleeping pad from Hiking Bike. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Hiking Bike. I got my sleeping bag from that too, which is rated for 0 degrees. I've never tested them out. It's supposed to get down to like, I'm pretty sure about 50 degrees tonight, maybe in the lower 40s or mid 40s. So hopefully it cools right down. Mosquitoes are out, but they shouldn't be out for too long. And yeah, I'm gonna set up the tent completely and then we got to go around. If you hear a chainsaw, it's because my stepdad's up here. He's just chopping some trees down, clearing up the area. So yeah, I'll keep going. So it's gonna, the light's getting a little bit darker, so, or I guess the sun's starting to go down. I'll have a bright light here soon, so just kind of bear with the slightly grainy footage. My sleeping bag is the Hike and Bike Ketadine. It's rated for 0 degrees, so I might be a little too hot with it, but in 40-degree weather, I'll be pretty fine. It's made with synthetic down, so it collapses pretty tight, and then when you actually open it, you just kind of want to let it just flow right out. You just kind of want to air it out, let it fluff up, do everything that it needs to. And it's also a mummy bag too, so if I do end up camping, like I want to go winter camping out here soon, I want to get a nice hot tent or something and go winter camping, so this will be a nice bonus. And it's made really nice. I mean, like, so if you guys are also, if you ever want to look at the pricing of everything, I'll have links down in the description of everything. But this is such a nice sleeping bag, and I mean, you can feel the synthetic down in it. So it's not made with true down, which is basically, if you don't know what down is, it's I'm pretty sure it's the feathers that are underneath, like the duck or whatever, like a goose or whatever. They're duck feathers. I don't know, I'll put a correction up on the screen, but it's basically like it's just like waterproofing stuff, and it fluffs up and keeps you nice and warm. So I could be completely wrong in my description, which I'll probably get a comment saying I'm wrong, but that's all right. I'm gonna get this in here, and then I'll talk about my bag and whatnot when I get a little bit more light. So I do want to apologize real quick before we get going, because I know a lot of this footage is going to be grainy like right now, but I don't have time to set up the bright light. So once I get going and it actually starts getting darker, I'll set up a light. So just bear with the camera quality right now. I kind of already know I said that, but this area that you're looking at behind me, this is where the fire pit's going to be. We have a bunch of rocks, so we're going to do a nice rocked in fire pit, and then we're going to just have to find something to sit on, probably like a tree branch or something, I don't know. But I'm just going to start clearing this away and kind of show you guys. So we finally got the fire pit built, and we just kind of did like a nice little rock formation around it. Kind of just to hold in the coals so the coals don't roll down or anything. We also cleared about at least a 2-foot gap to like a 3-foot gap of leaves around here. There's still a little bit of room we got to get going. But right now, we're just going to try to get some dry wood just to set by the fire for now. There is some wet wood, but it's not going to burn easy until we have coals going. And once we get the coals going, the wet wood will just burn like the rest. It'll boil the water right out of it. But I'm tired. Not really tired, but like I'm tired, like I want to sit down. But I gotta go get a drink and then get wood and get this fire going, you know? So what we're gonna do real quick, guys, is we are gonna go on the side-by-side. Here, let me see that light for a second. We're gonna go on the side-by-side and basically just go and try to find some wood. It's pretty dark up here already. Like my camera's already having trouble picking up me just standing here. Like if I aim it down, you can see up where the trees aren't covering, but it's dark. So I'm gonna kind of just let my brother hold the camera, and we're just gonna go around the property and kind of see if we can get wood. I know right up above us on the hill where we have to go all the way around the trail, we'll have to get some dead pine wood, which is nice and dry, so that stuff will burn so easily. And yeah, so let's get going. And then just kind of hold that hover just to get like a view. I don't know how well this will look, but I'll find out when we get filming.
That looks cooler.
Well, then just turn it off and we'll just save it for when we get off the side-by-side.
Okay.
So what's going to be better lighting? This? That's just slightly further light.
me get splashed. Look at that combo. Ooh. Ooh.
Get it. Ooh.
Wait.
Ooh, it's a spider.
No way.
I'm just kidding. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Hold up. Gotta put it back on.
Careful, that's on my kid. This thing's fucking expensive.
I made sure it was safe. I can do it. I can drive up this hill.
No, I got it. So I don't know how well the footage is coming out, but we're going finally up the peak of this. God damn, that's bright. AJ, chill. So we're going up the peak of this, so we'll be right above where we go. The sketchiest part is right where we're camping when we go down that hill because it's such loose rocks. So hopefully it goes good, but I guess let's get back and get going and see how it looks. All right, so we finally made up where all these like dead trees are, and I'll give you guys kind of a tour. So let me see this. It's gonna get dark for a quick second. So right here, this tree is all just like dead pine. Like, I don't want it to snap me in the face, so I'm not gonna pull that one down. But it has all these like branches on the ground, so we're just gonna go through and kind of pick up as much of this and just stack it in the back and hopefully not lose any. Is like the main thing that we don't want to do. We just want to fill it straight up and kind of get a decent amount of firewood for tonight. If any wood feels wet, don't grab it, because we don't need any wet wood. Like all these branches right here, they're all dried out. And there's a daddy long leg. There's another daddy long leg. All right, AJ, let me get some footage of you. Start breaking down some of these limbs.
Was that a spider, man? Was that on purpose?
No. No, like get them from like the base.
I'll start with this one over here. That's another spider. Dude, let me see the light.
Well, all right. Well, I gotta get footage of you. It's dark up
here.
here.
Let me just see where the spiders are.
You can see. Here, let me turn the brightness up. There, it's 100. Here, I'll come closer. Grab them by the roots and just break the whole thing off. Perfect. AJ, what is that? You gotta break these suckers up. This thing's gonna.
When they got to the base.
You know, it's gonna fly out. All right, we need more wood than this. All right, so I'm gonna cut right here real quick, guys. We're just gonna get the rest of this wood because it's kind of just gonna take a minute, and then we gotta get the fire going anyways. So just give me a minute, and I'll be right back, or at least just give me a split of a second. So we just got back, and now we're gonna kind of get all this wood and set it by the fire, try to get a nice little fire going, and see where everything goes. I'll kind of give you guys a quick look over with my camera. So I don't know how well the quality looks, because I mean the sensor is so small on this, and it's so bright, this light. But let me flip the camera and show you guys. So here's our fire pit. Those are our gallons of water. I bought them from the store because I didn't feel like carrying bottles of water up. I got camera number 1 right here, and then AJ has his camera. There's some scrap wood, which is kind of most of it's damp, which isn't too bad, but we just gotta get a fire going. Then right here is our tent. That's my Coyote 65-liter bag, which I'll have a link in the description if you guys want it. I got my Japanese style saw, which are really nice to have. And I got these new boots that I'm testing out. I don't know exactly what the name of it is. I'll put probably a thing on the screen, or at least there'll be a link in the description. And yeah, so let's get everything set up. I'll set up a camera, try to get the fire going, and see how everything goes. All right, so now we're gonna kind of get the fire going. I don't have my Rode mic hooked up anymore because I have to have that light on the top, but we got some basically just tree bark, and we got a bunch of small sticks that we're gonna kind of put up into like a little tinder pile and try to get something to burn, if we can even get wood to burn. So I guess you'll see if we can get it or not. This is my test number 2. I basically, all you do is you just get like a stick, anything with really dry wood, and you just kind of run your knife right down it and then just dig a little further at a time, and it just builds up like this. This is probably one of the best tinders you can use for like tindering or kindling. I'm not a professional camper, but I know it's kind of hard to see with the light because it's pretty bright, but that's kind of what it looks like. So if this doesn't work, I don't know what will. So this is kind of where we're at right now. Fire's going pretty good. Now you just got to make sure you keep feeding it. I want to build it up before we start boiling food, because we need coals to burn it, or to boil the water easily, I guess. All this stuff's wet. So all this wood over here, I'm gonna see if I can get any pieces off. And there's a bunch of like bigger wood, which I'm gonna cut them into small little quarters, I guess. And yeah, see kind of if we can get this stuff to like dry out. Come on. And like if there's any pieces that are really wet, I'm just gonna try to like line them up and just kind of get them to where they can kind of like dry out next to the fire before I toss them on there.
How are we gonna boil the water?
I have a cup
I know, but where are we gonna put the cup?
in here when we get cold. Luckily now, the fire is actually kind of going pretty good. I set them on the side-by-side to go get wood. I'm also boiling water for our food, which hopefully, let me flip it. You should be able to see it. It's right there. So the fire is going pretty good now. Definitely still need a decent amount of wood left, but you know, if anybody is new watching this, please leave a comment down below, because I'm just curious like how you ended up finding my channel, because I mean, as dumb as it sounds, I'm not big by any means. I have a few videos that have a decent amount of views on it, but like, and if you guys are actually watching it all the way through, I'd also like to know like what made you stick through it, and like what would you guys like to see more of, because like I don't like to because I mean, I don't like to portray myself as like this, I don't know, I don't like to be one of those fake YouTubers, I guess you could say, that act all energetic and whatnot. So I kind of just like to stay in my lane and kind of deal with it and just kind of have fun with it. Like, obviously I'm not doing this as a job right now, or probably ever. It's more or less like, it's just enjoyable. Maybe if I put it like this, so it's very enjoyable filming stuff and post online, and like having other people see it, and whether they enjoy it or dislike it. A moth just flew right into my water, right as we were talking. Look at this. Jeez. Good way to end it. Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't have my spoon. Oh, I can't see nothing now. This ain't good. I'm gonna have to use the corner of my bag to scoop this thing out. Let's see if I can get on film, actually. That'd be pretty funny. Ah! I just got hit with a burning coal. The smoke. Get out of there, dude. Get. Oh my god, my eyes are on fire right now. Holy cow. I don't want to pour out this water. Oh, you scumbag. Look at that thing, dude. Now go in the fire. There's a little bit of coal and stuff in there, but that's all right. It just kind of builds character. Please don't do that again. It already takes a minute to boil water anyways. But what I was saying is, like, I truly enjoy, especially with like the Splash Pad series. Like, if anybody's here watching this video now from the Splash Pad series, thank you. I mean, you gave me a chance and you're still kind of sticking around for a little bit longer. Maybe you'll leave after this video, maybe you'll stay. But, and the big thing about the splash pad series is like, I enjoy doing it with my dad, because I mean, like, he's a very busy man, and like, as bad as it sounds, I mean, with this whole COVID stuff, it kind of freed up a lot of time to like hang with him and whatnot. And he had this whole project with the whole splash pad series, so it's like, it was nice spending time with him, like, while I can. And I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff that, like, I'm pretty lazy as a person to a certain degree. Like, there's a lot of times where I could go and do stuff, but like, I push it off and I push it off and I push it off, especially with this camping. But like, I mean, the main reason why I'm doing this is just because my cousin's going camping too in the Adirondacks. So I was like, well, I guess I'll go camping too and just kind of get a video on it, because I've been wanting to. And I don't know, it kind of sounds pretty dumb, but basically when it comes down to it, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoy these style videos, or like, if you guys have any other stuff you would like to see, feel free to leave a comment, or I mean, voice your opinions on what I could do better. What would you like to see? Whether it's more B-roll, more camera shots of starting the fire, or etc. Like videos even. Like, if you have ideas on videos, let me know, and I'll let you know if I will shoot it or even think about doing it. I mean, like, I don't know. I definitely got to work on some stuff a little bit better, but yeah, I guess I'll come back once the water gets boiling and end it here. All right, boys. So I'm back on my big camera. So because I'm not too sure how the DJI Pocket records, mainly just because it has a smaller image sensor, but our water is nice and boiled. I'm gonna pass the camera to my brother, and he's just gonna basically film me while I basically prepare for you and just show you how easy freeze-dried food is and why it's a necessity if you go camping. So let's get right into that. All right, so we just finished cooking. I pulled it right off of the fire, so it's nice and steamy. There's a little charcoal in there, but a little bit of charcoal never hurt anybody. So you get that, put that aside. You get your Mountain House, which we're obviously going with the chili mac with beef. You start off by ripping it open. And it has a way to reseal it, but that's basically what it looks like. And it smells really good, but it doesn't look too good off the start. So what you need for these, you only need a very little amount of water. You only need about 1.5 cups of water, which is, I think, around 12 ounces. So just shine it right down in here, so you can kind of see, okay. Whew. That's boiling right now. Hold on, shine in here. No, in the cup. All right, I need a little bit more water. Woo! Shine in here. All right, so I had to make sure I got the right amount of water because we're both having some, so I don't want to take too much water. No, my chili mac. Son of, and I forgot to take that out.
It's okay, as long as it's not open.
I'm gonna scoop some of that up. Don't knock that over.
You're gonna scoop that up?
Yeah, I'm gonna scoop some of that up.
That is ratchet. So as you can see, once you leave it in there, it'll start to take form and look a lot better.
As you can see, don't be like me, is basically where he was going at with that rhythm. Oh, shine down here. On the light. I'm getting... Oh my God, it's so hot. Okay, I'm gonna leave that and I'll bury it. But then you mix it all up like this. And you can add more water as you go. Make sure you get on the corners in here because a lot of the seasoning will just sit down there. Oh my God, the fire's hot and this is hot. But I do have a breakfast skillet if I'm still hungry. Because I was going to make that in the morning, but I'm almost debating on just making it tonight. And then not making food in the morning. And just take that time to relax and pack up. And then it has the reseal. So basically you want to reseal it all up. And then I'm pretty sure you let it sit for about 5 minutes and then stir again. So now we'll just let it sit and wait, and we'll prepare my brother's meal, and then we'll be back and I'll give you guys a nice little taste test. And I'm sad that I knocked my food down.
But it does say on the bottom that I hope that you remember to close the other end.
I know. I literally just read that as I dropped this out.
That is nasty.
It's so good though. I'm gonna have to scoop that up and put that in the fire tonight so no bears or animals come out. Here, you sure you don't want any?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, don't be like me. Especially if you're in like the Adirondacks where there's known bears. And the thing is, there are bears on this property, so I want to like burn up literally whatever food we don't eat, because I'd rather not have food next to our campsite that we're literally like 10 feet away. So yeah, don't be like me. All right, boys, so we are finally back, and after that little spill, it is all right. But it's been about, I don't know, 5 minutes, I'd say at least. And that's kind of the outcome. Oh, these bugs are falling right on my face.
Yours actually doesn't look like it has as much water in it as mine.
Yeah, I think I poured a little bit of water out, but that's all right. Let's do a first taste test. I mean, I kind of like it like this because it's more like a beef sauce or beef
ravioli.
Yeah, I don't know, I guess. But let's see how it is. It's definitely good. I probably would need a little bit more water in mine. Tad bit more water, but I mean, regardless, the seasoning that they use in this thing is so good. So I can't beat it. And worst comes to worst, I'll probably make that omelet or whatever it's called, the fried rice skillet or whatever.
Yeah, breakfast skillet.
After this, I mean, we got a bunch of food up here. We got some kielbasa, which if none of you guys have kielbasa at a bonfire, try it. It is amazing. If you put it right over the flame and cook it, trust me, it works really good. So I'm gonna kind of just relax, eat this up, and I'll come back and just probably talk for a little bit. See you guys in a second. One good thing about camping every now and again is you can bring you some little alcohol. I brought a bottle of Budweiser because it's all I had in my house and I didn't feel like going anywhere, so. And I did add a little bit more water in my chili mac, so I'm letting it kind of just simmer a little bit, just to kind of soften the noodles up because they were a little bit crunchy. Flavor was good, just the noodles were a bit crunchy. So, oh, it's a screw cap. Perfect. So, I guess. It doesn't help that it's like slightly warm, but I'll probably have a little bit of it and then I'll probably pour it out because it's not super good. It just might be pretty good with this chili mac, but I'm honestly gonna have this chili mac and then I think I'm gonna make up that breakfast skillet just because I don't feel like making it tomorrow. So yeah. And like I said, if you guys have any other ideas for videos that you would like to see, feel free to leave a comment and let me know. I'll be sure to do them. So, I mean, and also this isn't gonna be the last time you see this camping site. I almost want to do kind of like a 2-day camping out up here sometime when it's like dry or something. I want to go when it gets a little bit more towards like winter. I want to do some winter camping up here, which will be really fun, I think at least. And yeah, so I'm gonna get eating. It should be about done. So, but flavor's good. Just make sure you don't pour any out, and then make sure you add the right amount of water into it. See you guys in a minute. I wish I had a little bit better lighting. I kind of don't. I got the fire blazing right next to me, which is cooking. It's a pretty big fire, but we'll stay up until it basically kind of dims itself down, and then we'll end up going to bed. There's still, I'm pretty sure, at least one more log that we have to burn. So we're going to kind of let it go for a little bit longer and just kind of hang out and maybe have some kielbasa. If the ground wasn't so wet, I wouldn't mind just sitting right on the ground, but the ground's soaked, so I'm just sitting on like rocks and whatnot. It's definitely, I mean, it's not a bad night to camp, but like with it being 57 and then having this fire literally like 4 feet away from me, my arms are cooking. Oh, and there's that big rock that's right in the fire right there. Give me your hatchet. Oh, that thing's gonna like pop. Ooh. Ooh.
What did that get in there?
I don't know. But I definitely don't want it being in there. Oh. Don't explode. Well, I just noticed that there was that giant rock sitting in the fire. So I don't know exactly how long it's been sitting there. It might have just fallen in when I put that log on, but I don't know. But honestly, if you guys do enjoy these style videos, I would truly love to do this some more instead of like, because I mean there's a lot of stuff I could be doing that like I wouldn't enjoy to like try to get views and whatnot, but I don't see the fun in that, because at that point you're literally just kind of faking your reaction to get views and whatnot. But
Excitement.
yeah, you just fake your excitement for it, and at that point it's just, I feel like you can tell, you can see when somebody's burnt out on something that they don't like doing. But I truly enjoy camping. I love it. I would really love to be like hike all the peaks of Adirondacks and upload them and become a 46er. That's one thing I'd really love to do, but I don't have that much time, and plus, I mean, money is a reason too. Mainly because everybody has to work, you know. I mean, all you guys know, not everybody is a multimillionaire or whatever, but not even that. It's just like, if I could ever get to a point where I could do it, I mean, shit, I'd love to be a camper like Joe Robinette. That'd be the life right there. Just hang out in the outdoors. I would love to do like a longer camping too, like a multi-day camping trip, but I don't know if I'd want to do it here or a whole separate place, because I mean, in a way it could be considered cheating because I'm on my mom's land, and I mean her house is like 5 minutes away from where I am, so like that's another reason. But honestly, it's just nice and it's enjoyable. It really is. I don't really know too much what else to say, but I definitely want to do a solo camping though. I think a solo camping would be pretty interesting, especially with like all the noise that we hear up here with just us. You gotta do a solo camping sometime. Gotta do it eventually.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll cut the cameras and have you guys enjoy the fire and whatnot. But just gonna relax a little bit. I'm cooking just sitting right here, so I gotta get away and just kind of let the fire calm for a few minutes. So I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so we are finally in this two-man tent. So it's not super big, but I mean, it's big enough. I'll show you guys I'm kind of sliding down a little bit when I'm trying to film this. So like my sleeping pad is where I should be, but as I'm sitting up, I'm just like in the middle of it. So we're pretty situated for the most part. But one thing I did do different is I took the rain fly off overhead. So basically, you might be able to see it. Over there is where the fire is. Because with it being like, what's the temperature right now?
57.
Yeah, so with it being like 57, stop. Playing with my feet. With it being 57 right now, it's just too hot to have that rain fly on because, I mean, there's not even a chance of rain tomorrow, but it's just holding in so much heat, and it just sucks. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep here in a second and try to freak out my brother because he didn't want to take the rain fly off because he was scared. So I was like, it feels so much better though when it starts being windy, and it's not even windy. So what can we do? All right, well, good night. I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is, let me check. It is 7 in the morning, 7:17. I woke up at 7, and like right now, it's super foggy out. So I was like, how early is it? I checked the weather because I was like, oh, hopefully it's not gonna rain at all. And then I swear it said 5, so I laid back down and was like trying to sleep. And I was like, yeah, I can't go to bed. So I got up, took a leak, and then I checked my phone again, and I was like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. And my girlfriend's going to come pick me up here before 8, so I can head home. But, yeah, what I could say is the hike and bike Ketadine 0 degree sleeping bag is toasty. It's hot. I mean, I definitely be warm and cold. AJ, on the other hand, how's your night?
Cold.
Let me see a quote of your sleeping bag. He's using this cheap Walmart sleeping bag when I literally have like 2 other sleeping bags. I have another mummy bag and then a comfort sleeping bag. But yeah, and then this sleeping pad that I'm on too is from Hike and Bike also. It's like their $30 sleeping pad. I wasn't cold one bit, but I mean, I guess I can get up and kind of do a little morning routine. Yeah, I mean, the tent's not bad at all. Slightly compact when you're moving all around, but this is kind of what we're looking at when you got up. Wasn't that bad other than animals going from like tree to tree, dropping stuff out, and then coyotes in the middle of the night. You could hear them across the mountain from like where we are on one hill, where like we live in a valley, and we're on, let's just say, this side. You can hear them like barking and howling, but I know there's a farmer that lives over there, so I know they get after his cows a lot. Gallons of water, good thing to have. I gotta find what I do with my platypus, because when I go to the Adirondacks, I'm gonna need them, obviously. All my stuff's on your side. I'm gonna need my boots, but I'm gonna get up and show you guys the campsite a little bit better, because obviously last night I don't think you guys saw too much, because by the time I got up here and set up, it was already cold. It was dark. And my boots, they held up really nice, other than getting dirty. Danner Dry Waterproof. It's like, I don't know what the exact ones are called. They're like Danner some odd boots, but it was like $150 for them. They're hiking boots, and they're great. So let me put my shoes on and get up, and then we'll be going a little further. Gonna sit next to this fire just because it's pretty warm, and completely forgot to pack a jacket. It slipped my mind. So I'm just rocking the shorts that I had on under my sweatpants and then my t-shirt still, but it was a pretty successful night of camping. I don't know how well this video is going to turn out, but I'm just going to upload it anyways because, I mean, I wanted to upload it, so might as well, you know. There's definitely, like, I don't want to say spooky, but there's definitely, like, noises that, like, you'd hear and you'd be like, I wonder what animal that was. But nothing bothered us. I mean, we camped right in there, and other than just hearing, like, some probably deer walking around and stuff, and then just coyotes in the distance, it's pretty quiet. I definitely wouldn't mind camping again. I want to do a nice little hammock camp or something, but I'm not too sure about that. I never went hammock camping, so I don't know how to set it up is the issue. So I'll have to do research on that, but I would like to build a lean-to, because a lean-to would go all the way up the hill, somewhere up there, overlooking it, and then you just drive the side-by-side around the property and then go up there. But it's pretty nice, especially with the cold still being here. It actually feels really good. We're gonna get ready to start packing up. I'll probably set a time lapse on there, and that will probably be like more like the outro of the video, because I think once I get home, I'm just gonna shower and then probably get something to eat. It would be nice to have that breakfast skillet. I should have saved it. Having a breakfast skillet right now would be so good. But what can I do? And I threw all the kielbasa in the fire last night because I didn't want any open package or any open food around the campsite, because I didn't want any like raccoons coming around and like bears or anything. Because I know there's a bear on the property that lives over far on that side, and then it will like go down by the creek down there, which I'll give you guys a look in a second on our way back down. But it's down on the creek, and then it goes. It used to go in my mom's yard and eat their bird feed and just eat all their food. So I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna set a camera up and on a tripod, and then you're gonna watch us pick up, and then we'll cruise out of here. I guess I'll save the outro for a second, so I'll see you guys in a minute. We got the tent picked up. I'm just gonna basically put out this fire real quick and make sure it's put out. So I'm gonna dump some water on it. Here's one. I know I have another one. Water. Nasty bugs. Get a sip real quick. I normally wouldn't care to do this, but just to slow it down, if it does end up catching again, at least it'll be all picked up. So we're gonna head down, and that's basically gonna be it. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more content. If you guys have any ideas on what we should do or what I should do next, or if you want my brother to be in it, feel free to leave a comment too. And yeah, that was a decent night. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.